It's 10 o'clock straight up. Hello and welcome to Morning After, where we talk about everything that happened last night, the morning after. I'm Jenny Anchondo along with Ron Corning. Good morning, Ron.
Good morning, Jenny. And coming up, we're going to talk about the sea shanty. We want you to share your sea shanty on our show. Say that 5 times.
I will not. I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared for this at all. I'm only prepared for one more. We're just going to give this one more day of play.
Will you please tell me, is this really it? Is today the day?
Today's the day. Today's it.
Promise?
I will not talk about the gloves.
Promise. I don't want to sound like your little girl. Promise.
Ish. I promise ish. But this one's worth it.
That
Trust
leaves it
me.
open for
so
another
much
day.
work went into this. Here it is, the best TikTok of the Bernie gloves.
'Cause you know that, baby, I got biggest fan.
Play it again. Play it again.
Okay, do you know if this were September as opposed to January, how many Bernie Halloween costumes there would be?
So good. It's going
there
to
would
play
be-
again in case you guys missed it.
Of course.
Baby, I got biggest fan.
I think it's so good. I know, because I've tried making a couple TikToks and they take forever. Like, nobody, I don't know, these people, do they not work?
They probably don't.
Right, Yolanda? Have you ever tried making a TikTok?
You know what? I finally joined the TikTok Nation maybe, like a couple of months ago?
Uh-huh.
I mean, I fought it hard. I was like, nope, not
It's
gonna
so
do it.
fun.
I'm gonna be mature. I'm gonna be an adult.
Don't.
Doggone it, I went down the rabbit hole.
Meantime, yesterday, I got an invitation for a Clubhouse chat after we talked about it on the show. And from somebody who didn't know we talked about it on the show, it was like,
Did you join?
I didn't know what to do with it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to do a tutorial after the show. I'm going to make sure you get on. But again, it's kind of one of those things where I don't know if people, I mean, we're working here, right? But I do try to stay up late and do a little Clubhouse chat.
All right,
you
need to take me through this. And again, they said, I'm hearing this could be the next big thing. I'm like, duh, we talked about it this morning.
Exactly.
Ahead of the curve.
Jenny and I already told you it was the next big thing.
Jeez.
Exactly. Okay, you guys, let's talk about this gamer's paradise.
Dallas-based 7-Eleven
Yes.
responsible for this.
This is so, I don't know what to make of this. I think it's a lot of fun. 7-Eleven is quite the, I mean, listen, 7-Eleven has gourmet cheese. They have like a full service pizza station, and now they have an Airbnb 7-Eleven store. You can stay up all night. You can play PlayStation 5. You can have all-you-can-drink Slurpees. You can have tacos from Laredo Taco Company. All unlimited Doritos, unlimited Mountain Dew.
It's basically taking over a convenience store and making it your man cave. It almost sounds like the Tom Hanks movie Terminal we talked about last week. This guy is stuck in a 7-Eleven store for 3 months. How does he survive?
Easily. I mean, they have legit food choices there. I mean, you could eat 3 square meals a day.
Well, let me tell you, based on the fact that I had that emergency credit card in college for ExxonMobil. I mean, even the ExxonMobil convenience stores, you could get some snacks there in a pinch. My father would get that bill and be like, this is supposed to be for gas. You spent $200 on food at the convenience store? Well, yeah, we were having some snacks.
Exactly.
We were hungry. That's an
Exactly.
emergency.
Exactly.
But this is for gamers, and it sort of speaks to this recognition that gamers are a huge part of our population, not just men who live in their mother's basements. This is for people of all ages, parents with their children. I mean, gaming has really become part of our recreation, part of our culture.
Part of our recreation. What's your favorite sport? Gaming, Ron says. It's gaming, obviously. Okay, in Texas, one of our favorite sports is to sit in traffic all day, every day, etc. However, Wallet Hub came out with a new study, and they say the best state in the country to drive in is actually Texas. Now, when we first heard this, we thought, wait, best drivers? No. It's actually a bunch of different indicators, including traffic, safety, cost of actually owning a car, cost of maintaining a car, ability to maintain a car, and so on and so forth. We were followed closely behind by Indiana, North Carolina, and Iowa. How about those potholes, though? Were those factored in?
I don't know if they were factored in, and I thought this was based in great part on the fact that our road conditions are generally better year-round because we don't get the kind of inclement weather that they get in the north. But then Iowa's on that list too, and they get a lot of snow, they get a lot of ice and those sorts of things. But this also speaks to something else, and it started a conversation in the newsroom. Just because we have the best conditions in which to drive, just because we have maybe better access to vehicles and a lower cost of care and so forth, doesn't mean we're good drivers in Texas. That's a whole separate conversation, because I've lived in a few places. Driving here is, to your point, Jenny, a sport. You better be alert and you better be ready to dodge a few things. And I think they teach tailgating in driver's ed.
Yolanda, did you do your driver's ed in Texas?
Oh, you know I did. And I didn't get my driver's license till I was like 22.
What?
I'm serious.
Who was taking you everywhere?
I was a little worried about I-75 at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That was my, just
Fair.
getting on the freeway.
The
That's
highway
a big
driving.
deal. Yes, I was a little afraid of that.
Oh my
How
gosh.
you doing
I got
with
mine
it
when I
now?
was 15.
What did you say? How am I doing with it now? Not so good. But, I have a few speeding tickets last year, but, hey, I got past it.
So you got your license, Jenny, when you were 15. That
Yeah.
sounds like me as well. As soon as you could get the learner's permit, you got the learner's permit, then you got the license.
You buy a car, cash, $850. You drive it for the
Yep.
next 10 years.
85,000 miles on it.
It's fine. So this is interesting. Let us know what you guys think. Do you think that Texas is the best place to drive? And imagine if a Texas driver ended up having to drive in LA or New York City, how would they deal? How would one deal? So how would you rate Texas drivers? That is our question of the day, and we'll share some of your responses later on in the show. Now, we're talking a little bit more about travel this morning as well, you guys, with regard to these national restrictions that are now in place. So the deal is, starting today, if you are flying into the United States from another country, if it's a country that isn't already banned from travel right now, you have to have a negative coronavirus test within the past 3 days.
And you have to show paperwork of it. And I'm wondering logistically, how does this work? It's already difficult to go through an immigration line when you come into the United States. Those are long lines, checking passports and so forth, filling out all those forms. So it could be a bit of a logistical nightmare, but this seems to be necessary in great part and driven by the discovery of these variant strains from other countries. We're trying to get a handle on this pandemic with vaccinations rolling out more slowly than we had anticipated. We cannot have this variant strain or another variant strain catching on that might not react well to the vaccine.
The idea, I think, behind this, Ron, is to, without saying you can't travel, they're kind of saying you can't travel. It's like saying, you can go out and party tonight, but you can't have the car, right? Because, good luck going on vacation and then within 3 days finding a testing center. It's hard enough to figure out a testing center just in your own town where you know people and have connections and have GPS. But to be in another country, perhaps a country where you don't speak the language, and to find a testing center and to get the results back within 3 days, it's a lot to ask, and it's going to make a lot of people say, you know what, I'm just not going to go.
They're making it so difficult that you say to yourself, I'll just stay here in my own country until all of this is over. I think you could be right on that point. And maybe you can keep yourself entertained by taking a song and turning it into a sea shanty. What is a sea shanty exactly?
I don't know.
Well, it's sort of a pirate's song, and you just adapt your song to it. Nickelback, I know I'm doing a remarkable job explaining it, which is what I'm here for, really, is to communicate effectively those things which are complicated.
And my job description was to laugh at it when you do.
And you're doing great, and so we're right on track. Let's take a look. I think this is Nickelback.
We all just wanna be big rock stars, living hilltop houses, driving 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. We all stay skinny cause we just won't eat, and we'll hang out in the coolest bars and the VIPs with the movie stars. Every good gold digger's gonna wind up there, every playboy bunny with a bleached blonde hair, and we'll hide out in the private rooms with the latest dictionary and today's who's who. We'll get you anything with that evil smile. Everybody's got a drug dealer on speed dial. Hey, I wanna be a rock star.
I don't know
like
what
it.
people would have done without this.
I like
We
it, but
didn't
how
show
many of
this
these
to
can
them.
you listen to?
It's got a nice Celtic feel, and they're all dressed like the Gordon Fishermen. I love it.
This is taking off on TikTok, and I can tell you again, it takes a lot of coordination to get this all together. So props to them for getting
That's
it
true,
organized.
Jenny.
They have the gal with the pink background. That takes a lot. You have to do the background remover app. It's a whole thing.
You got to have a production meeting about it, you know.
And
This is, yeah, it's exactly, Yolanda. It's a whole production meeting. This is Nickelback's only video on their account so far, but it has 900,000 views.
That's good because, you know, there's a whole generation of young people on TikTok who are like, who are these Nickelback people? I like this song. The other thing that occurred to me, this is my sea shanty revelation, the Gilligan's Island theme song is a sea shanty.
Is it?
Think about it. Sit right back in here.
That's true, Ron. That's very good. Yes. And
Good thing you knew the
And that's the
words.
first verse and another chorus. I love it.
The Professor and Mary Ann here on Gilligan.
This is fabulous.
I
This is
love-
must-see TV. Thank you, Ron. for that
Encore.
sea
You're welcome.
shanty.
You're welcome. I'm here all day.
I'm here all day. Yeah, there you
Tip your
go.
waiters.
Shanty. All right, you guys, it's just coming up on 10/11, and here's what's coming up on Morning After.
We're talking about moratoriums on evictions. What will this mean for you if you're already behind on your rent or perhaps you're concerned about next month's rent? It also applies perhaps to foreclosures in certain circumstances. We have an expert to break it down for you coming up.
Also coming up at 10:30, a man goes viral for shoveling snow with nothing but a pair of shorts on. What is going through his head? He does say he has a specific reason for doing it like this, and we'll share that at
Okay,
10:30.
they are playing the Gilligan's Island theme song.
Shint.
The skipper to a millionaire and his wife, a movie star, the Professor and Mary Ann.
Why Bachelor Matt James says he's frustrated by all the pressure he's feeling this season. Then, as millions of us wait anxiously, people who've already received the vaccine now share their vaccine journey. Next, Tamron Hall.
Tomorrow at 9 on CW33. Ryan's dad meets the Baxters.
Be nice and treat them like family.
Can't do both of those.
On the next Last Man Standing. Tonight at 9 on CW33.
Take control of your life. Now is the time. Concord is ready to help you find a path to a better future.
I actually worked valet parking cars, and I quickly realized that that was not going to pay for formula and diapers. What really attracted me to Concord was all the different programs that they offered.
Through Concord's blend of online and safe hands-on training, we'll help you prepare for a career in healthcare. You deserve a fresh start in 2021, and Concord is ready to support you through it all.
Concord gave me that leg up.
This is hard-hitting car wreck lawyer Ben Abbott. And if he was a pro football player, he'd be defensive tackle David Irving.
Ben, I know you've helped thousands of people who've been hit and hurt in a car wreck. And you're the winningest attorney in the state of Texas for the past 10 years. But comparing yourself to me, you've got some pretty big shoes to fill.
Do you mean like these?
When we switched, we saved over $450 with AAA auto insurance.
When I switched to AAA insurance and bundled my home and auto policy, I was able to save $571. Amazing. I was very happy.
Switch to insurance through AAA Texas today, and you could save an average of $537 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free auto insurance quote to find out how much you could save.
The savings that I get from AAA insurance allows me to spend more time with my sister and my nephew, and that makes me very happy. I just wish I would have switched sooner.
The money we've been able to save from our AAA insurance, we're able to put that money back into our food truck and our flavors and put it back into our business. There's nothing more American than barbecue and AAA.
To find out how much you could save by switching to insurance through AAA Texas, call 866-490-0584 for your free auto insurance quote today. AAA Texas, helping you save more.
Welcome back to Morning After, everyone. It is 10:14 here on this Tuesday morning. I'm Ron Corning, and President Biden has extended the moratorium on evictions and on some foreclosures. And what do you need to know specifically? When to apply, how to apply, and if this applies to you. Let's bring in Rachel Caralla. She is a real estate attorney who knows the ins and the outs of this, and she's going to take us through it step by step. Rachel, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it being here.
You bet. Let's talk about what this means. This does not mean that automatically every renter has an option to not pay the rent, correct?
That is correct. The only way that a tenant is even going to be entitled to this moratorium or can enjoy the benefits or the protection that it provides is by taking that step of completing the Center for Disease Control declaration and providing that declaration to the landlord. And that is the only way.
And that includes having to provide some supporting information that you're in a difficult financial situation and can't meet that obligation.
That's exactly right. I mean, the tenant, you're actually going to have to testify, and it's an affidavit that states that you are suffering a hardship economically due to COVID. Your income has been greatly reduced. It does have income requirements, and if you go to court and your landlord is trying to oppose that declaration, you should always bring any sort of proof that that affidavit is what it claims to be.
So what if during the first round of this back in September, you qualified, you worked with your landlord, you got a moratorium on the eviction, and there was a little bit of a gap here. So let's say that eviction process has started again and you've been served with the papers from your landlord. Can you retroactively now with this CDC form say to them, rescind this eviction, please, because I'm protected under the moratorium?
You know, I wouldn't assume anything is retroactive. You know, this is all so new and the requirements and the regulations are changing often. Best and safe practices would be to go ahead and complete that CDC declaration again. It's not a very long declaration. Go ahead and complete it again and give it to your landlord. And that way, if in the event your landlord does continue, you can show the court that you've reissued this declaration to them.
Does a renter have anyone they can turn to, like a guardian who can take them through this process, an advocate, if you will, who will help them troubleshoot some of those, as you point out, some of those areas that might be gray or unknown because this is so new?
Sure, absolutely. And in fact, I would recommend that if you have a family member that can, you know, has a good way to work around a computer, there are tons of websites online that will give tenants' rights information. There are also groups, in particular one in the Dallas area, it's called Eviction Lawyers 2020, and it's a group of a volunteer organization of about 150 attorneys who are assisting and answering questions related to the eviction crises and what exactly your rights are. Because at the end of the day, there are still tons of evictions that are still happening, even for those tenants that are protected under this moratorium, because tenants just are unaware of their rights.
Eviction Lawyers 2020. Look that up, Google that if you can, and we'll try to put that resource on our website as well. Relief for homeowners who have mortgages due and perhaps might even be facing a foreclosure because they are so far behind. How does this apply to them?
So the foreclosures are a little bit different in the sense that President Biden has extended or requested that the federal agencies extend the foreclosure moratorium for only those foreclosures that are federally backed. So you're talking your reverse mortgages, you're talking any mortgage that is backed by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. Now, that does constitute about 2/3 of the mortgages across the United States. So the likelihood that you qualify for that moratorium is great. But it too has been extended until the end of March. And so no foreclosures. And even if you have been foreclosed on already and you are in one of those homes that is backed by one of those government related entities, an eviction moratorium also applies within that as well. And so both of those persons are protected until the end of March.
I don't know if this is outside of your scope of expertise or experience, but I'm going to throw it out there anyway. If you don't have a government-backed loan, you're among that 1/3 that does not. Do you think that some of those smaller banks that are carrying your loan will, under these circumstances, if you can prove to them a hardship, work with you in some way?
You know, I have received several calls and information, and it's kind of up in the air right now. It's going. There are several lenders that have been willing to work with homeowners related to the COVID pandemic. You know, at the end of the day, a lender is uninterested in owning your home. They want you to pay for it. They want you to be able to enjoy it, and they want you to be in your home. And so a lender will work with you. But the most important piece of advice I can offer you is that if you do not qualify under one of these moratoriums, get in touch with your landlord. See if you can come up with a payment plan. Just make sure anything that you guys agree to is in writing. That's the most important, because at the end of the day, if you don't have anything in writing, it's not going to help you. So the short answer is, if you can get in touch with your landlord early on, explain the situation, put things in writing. A lender should, even if a private one, will try and work with you to the extent that they can.
Yeah, and I know anybody who's already facing this means they have any number of stresses in their life. They're dealing with being furloughed, less income. It's hard not to confront these things. It seems easier to bury your head in the sand and it'll go away, but that's not how it works. So Rachel, thank you for your guidance. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity to be on the show.
Yes, and we'll circle back with you in the future. Rachel Kerala, there's her information. Let's put it back on the screen. It is Kerala, PLLC.com. She's also on Twitter and on Facebook. And again, she knows the ins and outs of this, and perhaps she's someone you can turn to as well. Jenny?
You know, I enjoyed what Rachel reminded us of, and that is that it's in everybody's best interest that you not be forced from your home.
Yes.
There's such a time of uncertainty right now, and such a loneliness factor just from the emotional state, but also from the financial state. You can get to sort of this stopping point where you think, well, I'm not going to pay anymore because they're going to try to push me out.
You give up. You just feel like it's so overwhelming, you just throw your hands up.
That's a nice mindset shift to think about approaching whoever you're dealing with and saying, hey, look, I know it's best for you. I know it's best for me. What can we do? So thank you, Rachel, for that.
And if you make that your #1 priority, I'm going to stay in my home so that I have a home base, then hopefully all of those other things we're managing and dealing with will fall into place. If you're without a home, it throws you into a whole different area of stress and anxiety, right?
Of course. Hey, listen, we have all been, you know, if we're blessed enough to have a home, stuck in them for quite some time, and maybe you're missing out on live music. But hey, there is always a workaround, isn't there? Always a workaround. And now there are live, beautiful, energetic concerts happening right in the front yard. We'll talk about front yard concerts coming up.
Ghislaine Maxwell exposed the sordid details about her life as Jeffrey Epstein's madam. Daily Mail TV.
Today at 11 on CW33.
Scary thought. You're in a bad wreck and your tricky insurance company tries to weasel out of paying what's rightfully yours? Well, not today. I stand tough and carry a big hammer.
Call now, 214-817-320-1111.
I'm Susan, and I'm 52, and I live in San Francisco, California. I have been a sales and sales management professional my whole career. Typical day during the work week is I'm working, but first always going for a run or going to the gym. Love reading. I love cooking healthy. It's super important to me. I was noticing that I was just having some memory loss, but it was really bothering me. So I tried Prevagen, and it started to work for me. I wish I had taken Prevagen 5 or 10 years ago.
Prevagen, healthier brain, better life.
Here's another car crash fact from Angel Reyes, your 5-star injury lawyer.
David from Hearst asks, if I'm hurt in a car crash because the other driver was drunk, am I owed more money? If it was proven that the other driver was under the influence of alcohol or any controlled substance, that's considered willful misconduct, and extra compensation could be awarded for your injuries. My law firm will help you determine how much your case is worth.
For a free consultation, call Angel Reyes, your 5-star injury lawyer.
Welcome to Tampa, the big game host city. The flyover is a much anticipated part of the big game pre-show performed by either the Navy or Air Force. Tampa is actually home to MacDill Air Force Base, the headquarters for both the United States Central Command and United States Special Operations Command.
This big game fact is brought to you by Hyundai. See your North Texas Hyundai dealer today, because the longer you look at a new Hyundai, the more there is to like.
Scary thought. You're in a bad wreck and your tricky insurance company tries to weasel out of paying what's rightfully yours? Well, not today. I stand tough and carry a big hammer.
Call now, 214-817-320-1111.
10:24 now on your Tuesday morning. Hello, everybody. I'm Jenny Anchondo. I know many of us are missing the ability to hang out and enjoy live music. But like I said before, there is a workaround, and one gentleman decided he was going to go ahead and put on a concert. And he didn't even need to book a venue because he's hosting it right in his front yard. Photojournalist Andy Wynn takes us through the story.
I've been renovating this house for myself for about 9 months, and as I finished it, I wanted to celebrate. And I do some booking pre-COVID. I did some booking around town, and I just really missed live music. So I decided to have 2 bands one weekend, and because of COVID, I didn't want people crowding into my backyard. So I thought, well, if I have it in my front yard, all my neighbors can sit in their own yards, and we can all enjoy the music from a safe distance. My neighbors all loved it so much, and they asked me to please keep doing it. Initially, I never thought we'd get to 34 shows. A lot of the musicians have said that they hope that I can keep doing it even after COVID. Only time will tell. I think there's something that we get here that you can't get in a larger venue. The intimacy, the immediate interaction with the crowd. And because it's so casual, a lot of the musicians feel the freedom to be really experimental and really express themselves, where when they're playing in a commercial venue, they have a little more pressure to be more commercial and, you know, appeal to the masses. I always say, wear a mask, bring a lawn chair, and a few bucks to help me pay the band. For a lot of them, this is the first time they've gotten to play with other musicians, and it's just such a delight for them to finally get to do that again, and then add to that they've got a live audience, and they're walking away with, you know, some cash in their pockets. You know, COVID can only kill live music if we let it.
Good stuff there, right? All you need to do is bring a lawn chair and a few bucks to pay the band. What a great contribution. Here's a question. Are dogs really man's best friend? The results may surprise you. A new study is out. We're going to take a look at that coming up here next and break it down for you. Morning After continuing right after this. Stay with us.
Next time on The Goldbergs.
I get a big employee discount.
I am your mother. Give me your discount.
Today at 4 on CW33.
I saw something weird last night. What are you? A trickster.
Trickster. Tonight at 8 on CW33.
From installation to preventive service and repairs.
For over 30 years, A#1 Air delivers custom comfort to you. Get a free water heater with the new AC system as low as $79 a month.
This is hard-hitting defense.
Nah, we done did that. This is mild-mannered, nice guy David Irving.
And this is hard-hitting car wreck lawyer Ben Abbott. If you've been hit in a car wreck, you call Ben. If you're
asked to attend a dinner party at David Irving's house, you cordially accept.
Both work hard and both like to win.
Now that's true.
You're more than just a number. That's why Cigna Medicare Advantage plans treat you like a whole person, body and mind. And if you're turning 65 or recently retired, now's your time to enroll. Call 1-855-945-0580 to get a flexible, affordable Cigna Medicare Advantage plan with no monthly premium. You get medical, dental, vision, and prescriptions all in one plan. And you're free to choose your own doctors, all with no referrals required. Learn more with our free Medicare Advantage Guide. If you're turning 65 or recently retired, now's your time to get a Cigna Medicare Advantage plan that fits your lifestyle and your budget. Don't wait. Call 1-855-945-0580. That's 1-855-945-0580. Or go to getcignamedicare.com.
Spokespersons for Thompson Law.
You get hurt in a car wreck. Why should you call Ryan the Lion Thompson?
When you're hurt, you need money, and I'll fight to get it for you. I got a client who broke his leg in an 18-wheeler wreck, $918,770.
Wow, why wouldn't you call Ryan the Lion Thompson?
I'm attorney Ryan the Lion Thompson. Call 4 and get the roar.
Call 214 or 817-444-4444.
Together, we started Ain't No One Air based on a promise.
After 30 years, we still guarantee it right day or night. Get a free water heater with the new AC system as low as $79 a month.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long.
Today marks 1 year since the passing of retired NBA star Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna Bryant, and 7 others, by the way, who died in a helicopter crash. You know, mural artists from all around the world have created these beautiful works to memorialize Bryant's legacy. You know, and the legacy of his daughter too. You know, we all talk so much about him, but she just seemed to have such a beautiful and bright future ahead of her. You can just feel her energy in some of these images we're seeing.
Yeah, and his legacy he left behind was a sense of pride among all those other girl dads. Remember that?
Yes.
The talk of being a girl dad. And his wife, Vanessa, I'll never forget her eulogy, what she offered at that memorial service with such strength. And she's posting to Instagram as well today saying, I'll never understand why or how this tragedy could have happened to such beautiful, kind, and amazing human beings. It still doesn't seem real. I'm sure for her it doesn't, and for so many others it doesn't as well, but for her to deal with that kind of loss is extraordinary, I think.
And Gianna, you know, she looked like him more than the other daughters. I mean, her smile, they look like twins. Every time I see a picture of them together, I always think about how much they look so much alike.
And I remember where I was and who I was with. It's one of those moments in time when someone says, do you remember where you were and who you were with on that Sunday afternoon? And the answer is yes, it's an indelible moment.
Well, and really so many of us trying to make sense of it, of, well, you know, why were they going there? Why were they getting in the helicopter? Trying to understand a sense of, you know, the lives that they lived, obviously very different than the lives that we live, and how that happened, you know, and the decisions that were made. And of course, there was a big investigation that happened afterward that revealed some, you know, some errors in the steps leading up to that day, but gosh,
these murals,
a beautiful mural.
Yeah, and what a nice way to open the show. So our thanks to Matthew, our producer, for that. We're turning now to, you know, those of us. What was the first show you ever binge watched? That's a question. For me, it was Breaking Bad.
Bridgerton. I'm telling you, I was
really
never,
that was the first.
I've never been a binge watcher. I found it to be inefficient.
So here they are: Bridgerton, The Crown, The Queen's Gambit, and Unorthodox. This is AFI's Best of the Year. And yes, Bridgerton is taking that #1 spot. I will say season 4 of The Crown, which includes the evolution of Princess Diana's relationship with Prince Charles, and a great part of that is one of the best seasons of the series so far. I believe the first season was great. I love this 4th season as well. And you don't have to watch the whole thing to jump in on season 4.
And what is our obsession with the Brits? Have you thought about that?
I don't know. Yes,
royals.
I have thought about it because I've never necessarily had it, but there is an obsession.
There's a thing. Yes, and not even with Netflix. I mean, I will binge watch, you know, Channel 13 late at night, you know, with the whole British television thing. I can't help it. What is the fascination? Have you figured it out?
Is it the accents? Is it the fact that they have royalty? Is it just their corporate structure's a little different?
Remember Ab Fab? I mean, that was a British, you know, growing up, Benny Hill. I mean, we've always.
Yes. I have no idea.
We've always. Jenny, that's a lesson for another day. We'll go down the Benny Hill rabbit hole.
Like keeping up appearances. Are you being served?
Keeping up appearances, and Hyacinth Bouquet.
Bouquet,
It was
yes.
really Bucket, but she went by Bouquet.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Well, we got to catch you up, James.
I can't wait. I can't wait for this. Okay, you guys, here in Dallas, listen, I love winters in Dallas. I just do. I love summers. Our weather here, to me, is the best of the best. I've lived all over the country, and I don't mind it at all, especially when I see video like this. You know, I was talking to a girlfriend in Iowa, and she said, Jenny, we got 8 inches of snow like in the last few hours, and her husband was out there shoveling. But he was not like this gentleman who was shoveling in his shorts and nothing else. No shirt, no coat, no boots. Listen, I'm going to let him speak for himself because I don't want to speak for him as to why he would do this.
I know it sounds crazy, and people are like, yeah, right, but it puts you like right in the moment. It's just, it is a treat to be out here in the cold.
Okay, so he thinks he's practicing cryotherapy, which, remember, he's probably watched Gwyneth Paltrow's The Goop Experiment or The Goop Project, whatever that is.
Yes, Goop Project, so good.
And that whole episode where the benefits of plunging yourself into cold water, this is the low-rent version of that. I'm not sure if it has the same physiological and psychological effects as actually going into a cold plunge, but he thinks it does.
Yes, it's like, do you guys follow Iceman Hoff? It's Iceman_Hoff. You've got to look at his page. They are kindred spirits. This gentleman, Thomas, and Iceman Hoff, he was in the Goop Project. That's how I found about
I was going to say, is he the one who was...
He's the gentleman in there.
Yeah.
I remember him.
These retreats where people go and they sort of, it's a physical challenge, but it's also obviously a mental challenge to get yourself to jump in the cold water or to stand in the snow. I don't know what health experts say about it.
Have you tried it?
Heath and I did cryotherapy in Australia because we heard that it would help you with jet lag. So we landed in Australia after a bazillion-hour flight, you know, back in the day when we went places, and we went to a cryotherapy and then infrared sauna. For me, it totally helped. For Heath, he was still miserable the whole time.
You're so damn cold, you forget you're tired.
Well, that's what.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it again. To me, I was like, this is elevating my cortisol. This is elevating my stress hormones. I need none of this stress, so I don't do cryotherapy, but I do love an infrared sauna.
You'll be crying afterwards. That's what I'm thinking. You know. But back to the guy, I thought maybe he was hot. You know, maybe that's why he didn't have a shirt on and just the shorts. He was hot.
Like he was physically sexy?
Yeah. No.
Hot or not, we're going to show shirtless
he
men.
Looks great. You know,
we're going to show shirtless men, and Yolanda's going to vote hot or not.
You know, I thought maybe he was just over it. He said, you know, I'm taking my shirt off out here. I'm out here shoveling the snow by myself.
Oh,
you know.
Man. Shout out to our friends in Iowa. I hope you guys are doing okay, shirt or not. Free cryotherapy for everybody. Keep it moving. And for the rest of us who prefer to exercise indoors in more traditional means, Apple has a new app. And this app is just through the Apple Watch. It's called Time to Walk. This is, I guess, on their Fitness Plus app, which I don't have, but it's starting to sound more intriguing as they add more features to it. So they say that what they do is they set you up on your daily walk, make it more enjoyable with storytelling, images, and music from different celebrities. So the idea being that you're walking with the celebrity.
It's interesting because walking, we all went for a lot of walks during the early parts of the pandemic. I did. I should have kept up with it. But walking has become the new pathway to better health. They're saying walking over running, you're not doing any damage to your joints and all of that. And you can really reach all sorts of fitness goals just by power walking, and this is feeding into it. So this would be competition to Fitbit, I would think, which is simply just tracking steps, where the Apple Watch, of course, does all of those other things as well.
That's true, Ron. That's a good point. The other thing, too, I thought of this and I thought, well, for me, I'll just listen to a podcast if I'm out for a run or a walk, but they say this should be different than a podcast. It's meant to feel more intimate and actually mimic the feeling of a one-on-one conversation. We saw Dolly on there. I guess Dolly Parton has recorded something for this. I don't know how they can, I'll just be curious to see when it comes out how they do that, because I don't know how you can get more personal than a podcast.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. This is interesting. We talked about this going to break. There's that saying that a dog is man's best friend. Well, according to some pet scientists in a new study that's out, dogs' relationships with women may have had a greater impact on the dog-human bond than men. So basically what they're saying is dogs better prefer women and emotionally connect with women more so than their male owners. I don't know if I'm not really shocked by this.
So dogs really are like people.
Dogs really,
Right? Yolanda and I are connected over here.
Yes.
We're hanging out. The dogs are loving us. Sorry,
so
Ron.
dogs look at men and say, men are dogs, and I don't want to be in the company of other dogs. I want to be in the company of a woman.
Essentially, yes. Thank you for saying that so we didn't have to.
You know what? I think I
I'm here
might
for
have to
you.
agree with this. You know, our doggy, he's a sweetheart. He's very, he has a different dynamic energy, you know, with Arthur or with myself or my sister. You know, I've seen the difference in how he reacts to all three of us. So yeah, I kind of agree with that.
This is interesting. Charlie definitely prefers Heath over me, and I've done everything I could to try
Really?
to
Why is
become
that, do you
the
think?
favorite. Well, I think, you know, I don't know. Do you think he maybe cheats and gives him treats that I don't know about?
Of course he does.
It couldn't be possible he just likes him more.
I feel like some men, I don't want to make generalizations, but some men take good care of their dogs, right? But they take care of their dogs maybe like a farmer takes care of livestock. They make sure they're fed, they make sure they're walked, they have all the essentials. Women may bond more and connect more and offer a little more TLC and care and all of those things. And this study kind of bears that out. So keep that in mind.
Treating him like livestock.
Right?
Except for, unless you're Chloe. I saw Chloe looking like a full-on child. Ron had an Instagram story, and it was going through. Chloe was in an outfit looking like a little baby up on the bed.
She's got new pajamas.
Chloe's got pajamas that she wears a different set of pajamas every night.
Well, here's the deal. You know,
the girl has a wardrobe.
She doesn't shed a lot, but she does it enough that it gets on the. You know, she likes to. I can't say to her, "Don't get on the bed."
Right.
It's just a little thing. You can, but it doesn't work.
That must be why. This is why I don't have Charlie's favorite, because I say no dogs in the bed. Like, dogs and bedroom.
No.
You guys, according to this study, have done total gender role reversals.
I guess so. Okay, you guys. How about New Year, New Me? It didn't happen. 2021 happened, and I am
It's the same old you.
It's the same old me. It's exactly the same, unfortunately. Here I am. But coming up, we have a woman who says, this woman, Megan Thomas, she's a lifestyle influencer. She says, Jenny, I'm going to make you New Year, New You. And we'll talk about it coming up.
Christy starts to wonder if living with her mom is normal.
Do you guys think it's weird that I still live with my mother? I mean, she's asking so we can answer, right?
Next Mom.
Today at 5:30 on CW33.
How do you have the bandwidth for another mystery?
Stephen King's right. Maine is filled with terrifying ghosts.
Wednesday at 8 on CW33.
You're probably spending a lot more time at home these days. So when something goes wrong, it's a big deal.
For instance, my water heater broke recently. In the middle of the summer, the AC went out.
The first time I'm leaving my son without me here, and now they don't have hot water.
One night, my daughter went to turn the shower off, and the water continued to pour down.
My AC unit was leaking all over the floor.
That's why you need to be ready for anything.
It kind of puts you in a panic. How much is this going to cost me?
I worked really hard to get to this place, so it's very important that I feel protected.
So how do you feel protected?
I am not a handy person. My wife would probably be the first one to agree.
I won't mess with plumbing, and I won't mess with electrical.
As a single mom of two and a business owner, having one little thing go awry in our life is devastating.
It's why you need First American Home Warranty.
At First American, I have the security of knowing systems and appliances around this house are covered if there's a problem.
A home warranty is for the everyday things that go wrong in the house. We have the Premier plan, which covers pretty much everything.
Having First American is like having a handyman at my beck and call.
I went on the website and it took me 30 seconds to fill out a form saying what my problem was.
The next day, a technician came out
and cleaned just years of buildup.
Hot water was up and running within 24 hours.
It was an emergency situation and the plumber was willing to come over.
Technicians you can trust to fix the problem and get life back to normal.
Thankfully, I'm enjoying nice warm showers again.
We've had no issues since. It's been amazing.
Protect your home and your budget with fast, reliable help.
It's well worth the cost.
Can't even count how much money it probably has saved us.
At least $10,000.
Oh, I would absolutely recommend First American to any homeowner.
We have that peace of mind to know that, all it takes is a phone call.
Everyday life depends on it.
First American Home Warranty. Call now for a free quote.
800-916-6709. That's 800-916-6709.
Morning after DJ DJ in the house. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday. Welcome to Morning After. I'm Jenny Ann Chondo. And today, lifestyle influencer Megan Thomas is here to help us kick off the new year. So it can be new year, new us. She says she has all the tools to help us look and feel our best. Here's part of my chat with Megan. Good morning, Megan. Good to see you.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy 2021. I am excited to hear what you have to say. First of all, starting with this personal trainer food, and I've heard so much about this, so I would love for you to take us through it.
Yes, this is fabulous. You know, it's an easy, delicious way to lose weight. I mean, how much better could it get right there with that? This is personal trainer food. They deliver these yummy weight loss meals that are pre-cooked and flash frozen right to your door, taking all the stress out of it. You literally just heat and eat and watch the pounds fall off. There's no grocery shopping. There's no cooking. There's no pots and pans to clean. Perfect for the whole family. Very affordable as well. Only about $10 a day for 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner options. PersonalTrainerFood.com is where you can find all the goodness.
I don't even think I could cook for myself for $10 a day with all the dishes and with all the grocery shopping. So you are speaking my language on that. Definitely speaking my language. Okay, what else do you have? Something soothing.
Yes, you know, it's winter time. A great part of a wellness program is making sure we're taking care of our skin, keeping it moisturized. So I've got Curel Daily Healing Lotion and Curel Ultra Healing Lotion. These are both dermatologist tested. They use advanced ceramide complex, which restores skin ceramide levels to help retain moisture. They absorb quickly. There's no greasy feel. And Curel's Ultra Healing Lotion, this has been clinically proven to help heal and protect extra dry skin for over 24 hours, which is incredible. The Daily Healing Lotion, this is their original lotion for dry skin. It is a time-release formula that gives a continuous 24-hour hydration level. You know, obviously this is great for all over body use, but with as much as I've been washing my hands, I like to keep it next to the sink to make sure my hands are staying luxurious at all times. $7.99 is what they retail for, and you can find them at Target.com.
No, it's so true because talk about mega hand washing mode, and it's not like it's going on for a week. I mean, we're in what, month 10 of doing this, so yeah, it's kind of like it's time to take action, right?
Yes, we're not messing around here.
No, not at all. Then you have another little treat, or I guess a luxurious component for us as well for our hands.
Yes, we've moisturized, but obviously we have to wash beforehand. And this is a nourishing hand wash that uses authentic Japanese ingredients like yuzu, tsubaki, rice water. This is the My Cure by Kao Nourishing Hand Wash, and it's perfect for even the most sensitive of hands. But I also want you to look at the bottle. It's unlike any bottle I've ever seen before. Now, My Cure by Kao, they want to promote sustainability and simplicity without sacrifice. So this is their revolutionary air bottle. It reduces plastic usage up to 50%. And leaves behind 3 times less product residue versus competitors. So you truly are getting almost all of the product out of the bottle, which I think is incredible because I feel like we waste so much product a lot of times. It's also free of harmful chemicals. It's cruelty-free, retails for $18, and you can find it on Amazon.
Amazing. I see that it's sulfate-free as well, which is something that we, people, as we start to educate ourselves more about what goes on our skin, we've learned that that is incredibly important. This design needs to start, like other companies need to take note, because that design of getting all the product out, like, come on, that's so good.
It's brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant.
Yes, it is. Okay, your hair looks so fabulous. I noticed that when you first came on, looks so good, and I guess you can share some tips.
Yes, I've got a great hair care line for you. It's all by John Frieda Hair Care. You know, they're really known for their iconic Frizz Ease collection. And one of their goals is finding solutions, particularly for those who have curly hair, because a lot of times they struggle with frizz more than others. And with quarantining and all the things that happened last year, we weren't going to the salon either as much or at all. So we had to embrace the natural texture, embrace the natural curls. Well, John Frieda has 3 new products to add to that Frizz Ease curl arsenal. So we've got the Frizz Ease Dream Curls Curl Defining Shampoo, Conditioner, and Cream Oil. Now, these are all formulated with their patented curl enhancing technology. They've got natural curl quenchers like rosehip oil as well. And they're also free of sulfates, free of parabens, which, as you were just saying, I mean, that stuff just weighs your hair down, makes it dull. You don't want that in your hair care. This retails from $6.99 to $11.99. You can find it at Walmart.
Megan Thomashead. She brought it with the nutrition, with the washing of the hands, the moisturizing of the hands, the hair. You've got us done head to toe. Megan, thank you so much. Where can we find you?
All of this you can find at bourbonblondeblog.com, plus a lot more, and follow me on Instagram at Megan Tiffany.
Thank you, Megan. We'll chat with you soon.
Thanks so much.
Have a good day. Okay, do you feel new year, new you? Do you feel it? Do you feel it, Ron?
I'm leaning into it. I'm leaning into the new me. I'll get there, I promise you.
Did you make a resolution? We never really talked about that.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
Did I make a resolution? You know, I really didn't. I just, you know, the resolution is one day at a time. Just let it unfold.
Just let life
and
happen.
try to make good decisions along the way.
We already felt pretty awesome about ourselves and how we were doing in life, so we figured we would continue on that same path.
Yeah, I mean, what are we doing wrong, really, Jenny, if we were to sit down and talk about it?
I can't really think of anything. What would we resolve to do? Hey, listen, we'll be back with all of your feedback coming up right after this, plus a little one and done.
This is what you do.
Ghislaine Maxwell exposed the sordid details about her life as Jeffrey Epstein's madam. Daily Mail TV.
Today at 11 on CW33.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to insurance through AAA Texas today, and you could save an average of $537 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free auto insurance quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA Insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to insurance through AAA Texas, call 866-490-0821 for your free auto insurance quote today. AAA Texas, helping you save more.
This is hard-hitting defensive tackle David Irving. This is hard-hitting car wreck lawyer Ben Abbott. If you've been hit and hurt in a car wreck, you call Ben. If you've been hit on the field by David, you might want to call an ambulance. Both work hard and both like to win. So remember, call Ben Abbott when you've been hit and hurt in a car wreck, and stay away from David Irving.
Nah, that's just on the football field.
Take control of your life. Now is the time. Concord is ready to help you find a path to a better future.
I actually worked valet parking cars, and I quickly realized that that was not going to pay for formula and diapers. What really attracted me to Concord was all the different programs that they offered.
Through Concord's blend of online and safe hands-on training, we'll help you prepare for a career in healthcare. You deserve a fresh start in 2021, and Concord is ready to support you through it all.
Concord gave me that leg up.
Ooh. How you doing, baby? No.
The music is so on point right now. Welcome to Morning After, everybody. I'm Jenny Anchondo, along with Ron Corning and Yolanda Williams. And if by chance you thought, you know, you guys should have a resolution and this is it, you can email us, feedback@cw33.com, and you can let us know your thoughts on the show.
Let us know how it's going 3 weeks in.
Yeah.
Right? Are you staying on track?
So I promised Ron earlier in the show that we would be done with the whole like Bernie Mittens situation tomorrow.
You said ish.
Ish. Is it like tomorrow? So I just didn't want to end the show without having one more Bernie Mitten story, because a baker in Ohio decided to one-up all the memes of Senator Bernie Sanders by putting the now famous Inauguration Day photo on cookies.
It's pretty uncanny. It's a nice job.
Look at this.
Look at it.
Bernie is the gift that keeps on giving.
He really is. Her name's Christy Williams. She also made cookies of just the mittens themselves, so you can get those. She said it all started when she mentioned I do it to a friend. The friend was like, oh my gosh, you've got to do it. And so she did. She said she hopes the cookies will give people a laugh. And she is now booked with orders through late February.
Hello.
They're wondering, he's wondering why he didn't get an invitation to the royal wedding. Can you imagine in the middle of all that, there's Bernie with his mittens.
But the whole thing about Bernie sitting there, he looks like the typical dad that's sitting in the lobby or in the waiting area while a woman is trying on clothes. You know, I'm ready to go.
Or like
got
at a
my arms
cheerleading
folded.
competition or something.
Like he does not.
Right.
But that's what it looks like. He doesn't want to be there. That's what makes it so funny.
Well, he's thinking he wanted to be at the podium. That's what he's
That's
thinking.
the truth, yes. But he upstaged everybody in the end.
And we needed a little levity. But can we end it already?
Okay, it's over. That's it. We're wrapped. The show's
Okay, I'm
not
gonna
over.
hold
But the
you to
Bernie talk is over. The Bernie talk is over. And now we asked you this question earlier on in the show about driving. Apparently, Wallet Hub did this study. They said Texas is the best place in the country to drive. But you guys are the real experts. So that was our Morning After Express question of the day. Yolanda, what are people saying?
Jill is saying, no, so many potholes in Texas. I have never had to have a car, truck aligned as much as I do living in Texas.
Preach it, Jill.
And I've lived in Pennsylvania, Arizona, California, and Georgia. Wow.
It's true.
She's lived everywhere.
Oh, okay. But then Orestes has a totally different perspective.
I currently live in Middle Tennessee. I would say yes, Texas is better than Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, California, New York, New Jersey. Wow.
All right.
Okay, and next up we got Miss Kathy Ecker. No. Whoever conducted this survey didn't talk to anyone that commutes.
Yeah, the commute is a tough one, and the commutes are getting longer, as we know. I mean, I think the expansion of 635 has helped a lot of people who sort of traverse from one side of the Metroplex to the other. But there are still some complicated areas. The Mixmaster, I thought it's not finished yet entirely. It's made things a little better. But you can be stuck in traffic here 4:30 on a Saturday afternoon.
That's
and you're
true.
like, where are people going?
Even still, though, Ron, don't you think, I mean, it's better than LA. It's better than New York. To me,
Yes.
it's better than Chicago.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
it's better than San Francisco. There's
better
so
than
many,
Austin.
It's better than, exactly. So, and some of those more mid-sized cities where they don't have the infrastructure and the road capacity to handle all the people moving to their cool towns.
Right.
It's like not working. So I'm
But
kind
get
of.
the slightest, smallest little amount of rain, and it's like the apocalypse.
I know. That's why I live 15 minutes from work.
You can walk on a rainy day.
No, I won't. If you'll be walking with me.
Coming in on her moped.
I know, right? On a
Just
Vespa.
cruising through town.
Turquoise Vespa. Bye, y'all. Thanks for joining us here for Morning After. We'll see you back here tomorrow, same time, same place. Take care.
All right.